The LAING yard will be looking forward to a handful of runners on Friday, and always great to catch up with Gavin Fenter ahead of time. Now, the first runners are up in race 3. There are 2 of them. We're going to start with Global Chief. Now, Gav, last time out, possibly caught out by the fact that it was a second run after the rest. It was a little bit flat, and his previous run had been better.
Yeah, Nadine, he needed those 2 runs up the straight, and then we tried to find him a race around the bend, and this is the only race. And the sad part is, on the grass, there's not another race for 2 months. So I said, no, Tari, he's not well drawn, but he's going to have to run, because otherwise he stands in the box to the end of May. Because we ran on the poly and went wrong. So unfortunately, he's running from a bad draw. So Charlie must just drop him out and get him to run on. But it's unfortunate that there isn't a race for 2 months.
Now, he'll be joined by What the Butler Saw. He was expected to need his very first run last time out, but Gav, he still actually ran on really well late.
Yeah, look, we knew from day one that he's going to need to go a lot further. And Chase got off him. He said, look, you just got to put him further now already, so it's not a bad thing. We don't really get to gallop on the main course unless you get special permission. So he's also a bad draw. So we're running him from a bad draw just to show him the bend, get the experience of racing around the bend, and then we're going to put him in a mile, and we'll go up the ladders to further a little bit later on. But yeah, it's just more of an experienced run.
We move to race 4, where we will see Heart Peaks. Now, Gav, last time out you had expected more from her, and rightfully so, because her prior form was decent.
Yeah, she's got a choppy action, and unfortunately the course was cutting up really, really bad, and she just hated it. Chase went down the inside where the going was at its worst. Richard was winning all the races down the middle. Very clever of him, because there was, the going was a lot better. So yeah, I hope the jockeys, they start watching Richard. He's just too clever. They all go down the inside. The going's not good, and Richard just sits last, comes down the middle of the course. The going's really, really nice, and he's winning races. So we haven't had much rain. We've had a little bit of rain. The course might cut up, but I hear that they might move the rail further to the middle of the inside, to the middle of the course, which will put us on new going, which will help. So we're expecting her to run a better race. Just put a line through it. She didn't enjoy it at all.
Now, race 7 is the Glenlair Trophy over 2,800 metres. It's our non-black type feature, and here the yard will be represented by the 2 runners. First up will be the fellow in the box behind us, and that is Juan Carlos. Now, this fellow is an out-and-out stayer. He's as gutsy as they come, heart of a lion. And Gavin, I know that it's a tough task. It's a strong race. He's nodding behind us. He's listening. But you can't discount a horse in this type of form, always doing his best work late.
Yeah, Nadine, our mission from day one was to win the Lakeside Handicap, then the Glenlair and the Gold Cup. And the Lakeside, as I told you earlier, he was carrying 48, so we took him out there. We didn't want to get a penalty because this race was very important. And the main thing is, he ran 3rd last time out. Luckily, he didn't get a penalty. If he just went up just 1 pound, he would have carried 54. So he ran a nice 3rd. It was a gallop, was a prep run. Now he goes into this race. He stays well, which is very important. He's got 52.5, which is very important. A very strong field. But you got the likes of Bournemouth and Zatara Magic and Allen's Filly, Joy of Peace. They're giving him a lot of weight, which is in our favour. But it is a tough race, but I think he's got a good chance.
Must say, he's in super form, and he really, really is so honest. Now, his stable companion in the race will be Great Affair. He has unfortunately just lost his way of recent, but he was 3rd in last year's edition.
Yes, he has lost his way a little bit. He does stay well as well, but at his rating he's way out at the weights. But he was way at the weights when he ran 3rd last year. Kachedi's back on him. Luckily we got him back on, carrying 50 kilos. So, the lighter the weight you carry in these races, the better chance you got. So he could run into the money, but it is a very tough race. Small field, but very tough.
Definitely agree with Gav there. I know that we often have a look at the best weighted column, but when it comes to distances like this, sometimes the light weight really is an advantage, and let's hope it works well for both of the LAING inmates.